These are some of the faceless Instagram pages I've grown and ran over the past couple months. I've monetized them so effectively, I was able to buy my dream car at age 17. And so in this video, I'm going to show you some of the biggest mistakes that I made, 4 key mistakes that I made. So if you avoid these mistakes, you'll be able to get the same results I did even quicker. And the first mistake, which I see a lot of people make, which I made when I was a beginner, is picking the wrong niche. Now, you could have an account with 1 million followers, but if it's in the wrong niche, it's pretty much worthless. And I'd go so far to even say, I would rather have an account with just 10K followers but it's in the right niche, then I would have an account with 1 million followers, but it's in the wrong niche. And this is because even if you have 1 million followers, you're getting tons of views. If it's in the wrong niche, you're not going to be able to monetize it or make any money off your page, right? And so this generally comes down to like entertainment niches. So for example, videos like this on the right, where it's like memes or, maybe clips of like famous celebrities or soccer clips, things like that, where it's just purely entertainment. There's no educational spin to it. These niches are almost impossible to monetize. Why? Because you have nothing you can offer to people. So for example, if you have a meme page, a niche in the meme page, well, what are you going to offer to people? Are you going to say, go to the link in bio where you can watch more memes? Like, no, there's nothing you can offer to people. Instead, you need to pick a good niche. So, for example, this is the niche I'm currently posting in, is like the Andrew Tate / business niche. And so what I can do is I can offer people guides on like how to grow an Instagram page or how to do this online, how to use AI tools. There's a lot of educational stuff I can offer to people, free guides, right? So, for example, here I can say, this is one of my videos, for example, where I said, I want to retire my parents in the next 60 days. And then it cuts to another text there where it's like, click the link in bio and get my free guide. So there's something I can offer people, drive some traffic to, right? And so you want a niche which is quote unquote educational, or you can have an educational spin to it. And so you want to just ask yourself, okay, could I promote some kind of offer on this page or to this niche? So for example, if you're in like the gym niche, that's a very good niche, right? Because you could say, hey, click my link in bio and get my free guide on how to get a six pack, right? Just an example, I just threw that together in like 5 seconds, but you get the point. There's something you could offer there to people. For example, let's say your page is in like the video editing niche. You teach people how to edit videos. You could say, click the link in bio and get my free editing guide, right? Or click the link in bio and get my free editing like presets or things, animations which you can use in your videos. Basically just think, is there something I could offer people? Or is there some kind of way where I could say, click the link in bio to get this certain thing? If it's in something like a meme page, you don't really have anything you could do with that, right? So that's why you see a lot of these meme pages, they go down the route where they have to start trying to sell merch, or they start promoting like OF girls and Instagram models and stuff like that. Just really like scummy ways of monetizing their pages, ways which don't really work very well either, right? So make sure you pick a good niche from the start. Now, once you've picked a good niche, you're going to start posting. Now, when you start posting, this is a huge mistake that I've made as a beginner, and I think almost everybody who's starting out just inevitably makes this mistake, and it's focusing too much on results. So a lot of people, and this is just business in general, but specifically with when you're posting on like an Instagram algorithm, stuff like this, when you first start posting, you shouldn't even be worried, right? Especially if you're like a complete beginner, you shouldn't even be worried about how many views your videos are getting or how much money you're making from it, right? Like I see a lot of people, they start on an Instagram page and they're like, okay, my goal is to make, for example, $10,000 a month. They try it for like 3 weeks or 2 weeks and then they quit because they didn't make $10,000 in their first month. It's like, you're not going to make 10K in your first ever month of posting, or maybe you're not going to go viral in your first month of posting. That's like, for example, someone who has never played basketball a day in their life starts playing basketball. They're not just going to instantly make the team and drop 50 points in their first game, right? No, it takes time to develop those skills. And so when you're starting out with a new page, don't focus on the results that you're going to get. Don't focus on how many views are my videos getting, how much money am I making from this, right? Obviously, you do need to kind of look at that, know what to improve on and stuff like that, but that shouldn't be your goal. Your goal should just be getting better at the inputs, which will eventually lead to you hitting your goals, right? So, for example, this guy here, Elite IG Josh's page, now he grew his account. He's someone who I'm helping to monetize his page right now inside of my community. He grew his account quite a bit before he joined, so that's like his results, which he got. I didn't necessarily get all those results for him, but he's done very well with his page, right? And you may be looking at that like, oh, 47,000 followers, right? And this was, I'm pretty sure, his first page he ever did. 47,000 followers. Oh, he just must be really good at posting. I bet you his first couple videos went super viral, right? Right? Well, let's take a look at his first couple videos. These aren't even his first couple videos. His first ever videos were getting like 100, 200 views, right? And it's like, these are like his fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth kind of videos, 400 views, 400 views, 300 views, 400 views, right? But when he first started posting, he wasn't focused on like, okay, this is my first video. It needs to blow up and get 100,000 views now. No, he's just like, okay, this is my first video. I'm just going to focus on learning how to edit, getting better at what I'm doing. each video I'm just going to focus on improving, right? Also, if you have any questions throughout this video, leave a comment because I try my best to reply to every single comment. So if you have a question, leave it below and I'll reply to your question with the best possible answer. But when you're first starting out, don't focus on the results, focus on the inputs, right? And so this is why, like, I see a lot of people with their Instagram page are like, oh, I posted 10 videos. Why are my videos stuck at 200 views? It's like they're stuck at 200 views because you only posted 10 videos, right? You don't just post 10 videos and then say, I posted 10 videos, I tried a little bit, now I'm going to give up, right? That's very similar, right? Like, for example, me, right? I'll just give you an example. For me, it took me 3 months of posting to make my first ever dollar, right? And I posted like hundreds of videos before I ever got a viral one. Well, not actually hundreds. I think the first video which actually did well for me was like, if I remember correctly, it was like my 30th or 40th video, which got like 17,000 views. So I posted like 30 videos, which were all getting like 200 to 400 views, getting nowhere until I finally had a decent video. And it took me like 3 months of posting before I ever made my first dollar, right? Just my first dollar, not even like a crazy amount of money. But then I stuck with it and look where I got now. But imagine I quit, right? So it's very similar to like people go to the gym, right? If you go to the gym, you know that when you go to the gym, January 1st rolls around, which was like 30 days ago at the time of recording this. And when January 1st rolls around, you walk into your gym and you're like, dude, did I just suddenly transport and teleport to a different town? Like, you don't recognize any of the faces because there's a ton of new people there, right? And 2 weeks later, all those people are gone, right? All those new people who are like, I'm going to go to the gym this year, I'm going to get in shape, they're gone, right? And why do most of these people quit? Well, it's because they look at their physique when they're starting out and they're like, okay, I'm going to get so jacked this year. And then 3 weeks later, they go back to the mirror again. They look at their physique after doing like maybe 10 workouts and they're like, I don't see a difference. And then they quit, right? Why? Because they were focused on the outputs, right? They were focused on, okay, uh, I don't see my six pack yet, and I've been going for a whole month, but I don't see a six pack yet. Of course, you're not going to get a six pack in a month. So, what should you be focused on in that first month of going to the gym? Should you be focused on, okay, I need to see my abs and get a six pack in my first month of going to the gym? Or should you be focused on, okay, I know that if I do this workout consistently, if I do, let's say 50 sit ups per day, or if I do this workout consistently for my abs, I know that eventually on a long enough time frame, I will develop my abs and then I will eventually start to see results in my abs. Similar to like if you're posting videos, you shouldn't be focused on like, okay, I've been posting for a month now. Why don't I have any viral videos? It's like, no, you're posting for a month. You should be focused on, okay, this next video, I'm just going to try and improve on this video. I'm going to try and improve on my video editing style this next video. I'm just going to try and post consistently because I know if I post consistently, I'll just develop that skill. I'll get better and better. And over time, I'll start to see results, right? So you can't start in the gym and expect to go from this to this in the span of a month, right? Or in 2 weeks, right? Now, obviously, this is going to take like years in the gym. You'll get results faster posting videos. Like I would say within like a couple months, maybe 3 or 4 months, you should start to see at least a couple viral videos. Your account should be picking up, but like at least longer than like 2 or 3 weeks, which is how long most people stick with this kind of stuff. So don't focus on the results that you're getting when you're starting out. Focus just on becoming better at the inputs, right? So that's the first thing. The other thing is that people try to monetize their pages wrong. And so this is a big mistake which I made where, for example, that page I showed you, which I'm currently running, 300K followers, I was trying to monetize that one when it had like 130K followers, getting nowhere, switched up the way I was trying to monetize and instantly changed, right? And so people try to monetize their page wrong. And most people, when they try to monetize their page, they do things like they'll do promo posts, for example, and promo posts where you're promoting someone, they pay you like, okay, promote my song or promote my product and I'll pay you for the video. It can work decently. Like there's someone in my community, he made like $800 in a month doing promo posts for only a couple posts, which is pretty good. But he has like 47,000 followers now, something like that. His page is it's like in the football niche, the soccer niche. So he made a decent amount of money, but for 47,000 followers, he should be making more, right? And so now we're switching up the way it's monetizing it. So promo posts can make you money, but they're not the best way at all. Don't recommend doing them. The other mistake that I see a lot of people doing is they try to sell a digital product directly. Now, don't twist my words here, right? Also, I'd appreciate if you drop a like on this video, and then keep on watching the video. But I'm a big fan of digital products, and that's actually the main way that I monetize my page. I made in the month of January alone, just from a digital product, I made about $6,200 just from a digital product on my page, which I promoted. And so I'm a big fan of digital products. They work well. but not if you try to sell people directly. Now, let me explain what I mean there. A lot of Instagram pages, they'll post like a 30-second video, and then they'll try to go straight from the 30-second video straight to straight from the 30-second video straight to a page where people have to buy. So it goes from 30-second video to a page where people have to buy. They don't have any other steps in between that, right? And that's very similar to, like, you go up to a girl, you've never talked to her before, but you think she's attractive, and you just ask her to marry you. It's like, obviously she's going to say no. Why? Because there's no relationship that you built there. She doesn't know who you are. There's no trust there. It's like you need some more time to nurture and warm up the person who's interested in buying your stuff before you actually try to sell to them. So what I do with my page is I give people something for free first, and then I convert them with emails, right? So I get them onto my email list, and then I basically just send them out emails for a good amount of time before eventually trying to sell them. And that's very similar to, like, you go up to the girl, you get her number, you get her contact info, you text her, you hang out with her a little bit, you build a relationship before you go for that close, right? You don't just go straight to sell the digital product. And I have more in-depth videos. I'll also have which I'll show you here at the end of the video if you stick around. So instead, you should monetize it with emails, right? So with emails, like I said, you still sell the digital products, but first you get people's emails, send them some emails first, and then you sell to them. And you set it up so it's completely all automated, by the way. You set it up once, it works for you on autopilot. But all you have to do is get people to enter their email. So instead of trying to sell people something, right, which is a lot of friction, right? It's hard to convince people, even like from a YouTube video, like you currently watching this right now. If I just suddenly said, hey, buy the course, top link in bio, and this is actually a mistake which I've made in the past. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll see I've done this in the past. This is a mistake. Like I said, I'm still learning myself, right? But like I've realized, like, if I try to just say, hey, buy my course right now, $500, right? I don't have a course for $500, but you get the point. You're going to be like, dude, I've, only watched like one or two videos of you, et cetera, et cetera. So if it's hard enough from a YouTube video, imagine how much harder it is from a short form content, which is just like 30 seconds. So that's why you need to first get people to sign up for your email list, and then you convert them over emails. So you'll set up a page like this. Now, the cool thing with this is you actually get paid, and I'll show you how to set this up in a second. You get paid just when people enter their email and click subscribe. Think about how insane that is. You don't have to convince people to pay you or anything like that. They just enter their email, click subscribe. Also, I'd appreciate if you click subscribe on the channel. And when they click subscribe, you will literally get paid money just like that. And the way it works is they subscribe, they get a pop-up like this. And this pop-up is other emails, newsletters, which they can subscribe to just by clicking these buttons. And so you're basically referring the people who subscribe to your list here to these other lists they can subscribe to. Now, when they subscribe to these other newsletters will pay you for getting them a new subscriber. So if they subscribe to both of these, you'll probably get paid around like $5, for example. So imagine you get like 1,000 people subscribing in a month. That's like $5,000, just like that, just by getting people into their emails, which isn't hard at all. And so there's some very key mistakes which people make with this. So I'm going to show you some key mistakes which people make with this, which these are some big mistakes which I made, which I wish I'd avoided when I was starting out. And then if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm going to give you my completely 100% free guide showing you exactly how to set that up. Like I said, it's going to be free, no strings attached. But mistakes made with newsletter. So the first one is that when people set up their newsletter, and a newsletter, by the way, is like it's a page like that where you can collect emails and then you email these people. The first mistake people make is they don't warm up their newsletter. So warming up your newsletter is very similar to like when you're creating a new Instagram account. You don't create the account and then, like a brand new account with 0 followers, you created it, set it up just now. You don't set it up and then like 5 minutes later post your first video. Before you do that, you take some time to scroll it a little bit, follow a few accounts, like some posts, and you do this so that the Instagram algorithm doesn't think you're a bot. You kind of just warm it up, use it like a regular human for like a day or so before posting. And you want to do the same with your newsletter. When you're setting up your newsletter, you don't just want to instantly monetize it, like set up the boosts or paid referral thing. You don't want to just instantly do that. You first want to warm up your newsletter a little bit before turning on the monetization feature. And so you do this, or even promoting anything. You don't want your first couple emails to just be promotion, promotion, promotion. Your first couple emails should just be general emails in a nice, clean format like this. Like this is someone, his name is Jonas from Germany, guy in the community. And he set up his newsletter. He made like $600 in his first couple weeks. And the first thing he did before he even monetized it, first couple weeks of monetizing, he just sent out regular emails like this, right? So like regular emails talking about motivation, talking about like cool lessons, things like that, right? Instead of just going directly to promotional or monetizing, just regular emails, just to get his newsletter going. And he also got a few subscribers on his email list before actually monetizing it. So before you even worry about monetizing it, you first want to get some subscribers onto your list, like 50 to at least 150, which doesn't take long if you're posting well. And then you also want to send out some emails. So send out like at least, 10 to 20 emails. And if you're sending out daily emails, that'll take you like a couple weeks to do, right? Now, if you're like, oh, that's going to take too long, click off this video because this isn't just some get rich quick scheme, which kind of brings me into my second point. With this, you're not just doing some get rich quick thing where you're just, and this is a mistake I made when I was starting out, where you're just trying to earn like quick cash with it. You're actually building like a big long term kind of genuine newsletter, which is more of what I'm focused on now. Now, with a newsletter, just so you kind of understand, a newsletter is one of the most valuable things in online business just in general. You ask almost any entrepreneur that I watch in the online space, almost all of them say, you could take away my YouTube channel, you could take away my Instagram account, you could take away my community, whatever it is, take it all away. If there's one thing you could leave me with, it's an email list. Because an email list, for example, an email list is so much more valuable than an Instagram page, because an Instagram page, you may have 100,000 followers, but your videos may only get like 2,000 views, right? With an email list, you have 100,000 people subscribed to your email list. You can reach them at any point you want because you can just send them an email. It ends up in their inbox. You could post a video on Instagram. It doesn't mean all your followers will see it. But if you send an email, all your email list subscribers will see it. So this, for example, is a big email. This is like the biggest email list ever, or newsletter. It's called the Morning Hub Brew, or Morning Brew, and it actually sold for $70 million, right? So they built it up for like a couple years, and then they sold it for $70 million. Now, you don't have to sell your newsletter for 70 million, and you're going to be making money from the boost feature and things like that. But it just goes to show that point. Don't just use this just to use the boost feature. You need to build a long-term newsletter with consistent emails, right? So sending out consistent emails, a nice, clean, consistent format. Not all of your emails should just be promotion, 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 right? Focus more on building like a quality email list, right? And then the last one is sending low quality, irrelevant subscribers to other newsletters. So like I said, right, you're one of the main way you're going to be monetizing your thing is where you get your subscribers to subscribe to other email lists, and these other email lists will pay you, right? Now, you have to think about it from these other email list perspective. What do they want, right? Because you can increase the amount they pay you when you do it like this. What do they want? Well, they want someone who they want to gain subscribers who are interested in the topics which they're writing about, right? They also want subscribers who are from like, some of them maybe want subscribers from certain places, certain ages, things like that, right? And so you have to take that into consideration. And so when you're picking which newsletters you're gonna, promote or like add to your sign up page here, you want to pick ones which are relevant to your audience. So like, for example, if your newsletter is about cryptocurrency, you're not going to pick a random newsletter here which is about working out, right? Or if your newsletter is about working out, you're not going to add a random one here which is about cryptocurrency because it doesn't relate to your audience, right? And you're not going to be gaining them this kind of subscribers which they want. Also, some of them will have like certain restrictions, like for example, this offer or this newsletter only pays for subscribers from these eligible countries: United States of America, United Kingdom, um, Australia, Canada, right? So take some of that into consideration. Not all of them have this. Like some of them have no regional restrictions, so they don't really care where you're getting the subscribers from, but some of them do, right? So you want to be thoughtful with like the ones which you're picking out and promoting to your list, right? So if you found this video useful, drop a subscribe and turn off notifications, because in like a week or so here, I'm going to drop like a full 3-hour Instagram automation guide. You won't want to miss it. It's going to be fully in depth. And then also, if you want my full course for 100% free, 100% free, on how to set up your own newsletter and stuff like that, click the top link in the bio. It's going to take you to my newsletter. If you enter your email there, click subscribe, then I'll automatically send you an email which will have all my full course in it, right? All sent to your email inbox, no strings attached. So click the link below, sign up for my email newsletter, and then I'll send you the guides. See you in the next video.